In the heart of East Asia, the Taiwan Strait Tunnel project is being built to completely reform life in the region. Spanning an impressive distance beneath the sea, this ambitious endeavor holds the promise of transforming regional connectivity and bolstering economic ties. But with tensions simmering across the strait and aspirations for peaceful coexistence, the construction of this monumental tunnel raises questions about its feasibility and potential impact. Tensions between the United States and China over Taiwan have been escalating, raising concerns about the possibility of a direct conflict. Beijing lays claim on Taiwan and wants to unify the territory into its own through any means possible. The Taiwanese people refute this and have been opposing the oppression from the Chinese government. Escalation of this conflict could have widespread economic consequences globally and increase the risk of nuclear escalation. The long-standing agreements that have maintained peace for many years are weakening due to increased competition between the US and China. China's growing strength and assertiveness and the development of Taiwanese identity that sees itself as separate from mainland China. While a Chinese invasion of Taiwan is not expected in the near future, the likelihood of conflict is increasing. To manage this situation effectively, all parties involved need to rebuild a foundation of trust by reinforcing long-standing agreements. Washington should be reassuring Beijing that it does not intend to permanently keep Taiwan separated from the mainland. To de-escalate the situation, Beijing should assure both sides that it has not decided to unify Taiwan through military force. However, it is also important to address Taipei's vulnerability in terms of military defense. Taipei should focus on improving its defensive capabilities to increase the chance of deterrence being successful. Overall, the political agreements that have maintained peace and security across the Taiwan Strait for many years are starting to unravel due to China's growing influence, increased competition between major powers, and shifts in Taiwanese identity. So, why is it important? Well, because Taiwan remains a major area of tension between the United States and China. If there's a confrontation between these two big countries, it could lead to a global conflict, causing economic problems worldwide and even the possibility of nuclear war. China should ease up on using military, economic, and political pressure on Taiwan, and the United States should clarify and stick to its policy of recognizing only one China. So, is the Taiwan Trade Tunnel project just a way for China to expand its influence, or will it benefit as a big infrastructure project? Taiwan is an island off the southern coast of China and has been independent from the mainland since 1949 and has a population of 23 million people. China's finance ministry announced in late December of 2021 that it had given a local government an early allocation of $229 billion in quotas for special purpose bonds in 2022 to encourage investment and support the economy. The Taiwan Trade and Tunnel Project is one such project that has attracted international attention. Historically, people from Taiwan, situated southeast of China, have engaged in extensive exchanges in various fields such as business and culture. As the need for development grows over time, the idea of constructing a secure and environmentally resilient undersea tunnel across the Taiwan Strait has gained traction. The envisioned tunnel project holds significant promise for China's future development as well. The decision on whether to opt for a bridge or underwater tunnel, or a combination of both for it traversing the strait, requires thorough investigation. Initial assessments suggest that an undersea tunnel presents a viable option, taking into account factors such as the weather patterns of the Strait of Taiwan, water depth, underwater terrain, engineering feasibility, and hydrological geology. Moreover, the potential designation of Taiwan Strait as China's primary shipping route from the southern to the northern regions of the country further underscores the importance of this project. Drawing inspiration from successful undersea tunnel projects worldwide, the proposal for constructing an underwater tunnel beneath the Taiwan Strait has gained immense momentum. The proposed cross-strait tunnel project aims to establish a connection between Taiwan and the Chinese mainland. In this scenario, shuttle trains could traverse a 135-kilometer undersea section of the tunnel at speeds of up to 250 kilometers per hour, facilitating swift and efficient transportation between the two regions. So, what exactly does this project mean? The Taiwan Trade Tunnel project proposes an undersea tunnel linking Pingtan in mainland China to Hsinchu in Taiwan as part of the Beijing-Taipei Expressway. The bridge was first proposed in 1996, but has since undergone numerous academic discussions and feasibility studies, including assessments conducted by the China Railway Engineering Corporation. Given its inclusion in China's railway development plan, one of the railway sections expected to benefit from the project's completion is the Fuzhou-Taipei section. When Beijing included the cross-trade high-speed rail network in its The New 5-Year Plan in 2016, the idea of a tunnel linking the mainland to Taiwan became more prominent. Although the plan from 2 years ago aimed to complete the cross-strait tunnel by 2030, experts now believe that many have been overly optimistic. They suggest that unless a Taiwanese leader favorable to Beijing comes into power, construction may not be finished until the middle of this century. The proposed trade tunnel project would span about 126 kilometers and would be constructed underwater to connect Pingtan in mainland China to Hsinchu in Taiwan. The chosen route for this project runs between Pingtan and Hsinchu due to the relatively short distance between the two places compared to other proposed routes. This decision was also influenced by the region's frequent earthquakes. While the entire project is not yet underway, the mainland has already developed infrastructure to connect its road and rail networks to the island in the future. 2 bridges linking the mainland to Pingtan Island have been completed, a road bridge in 2010 and a highway and railway bridge in 2020. In 2005, an expert from the Chinese Academy of Engineering identified the Taiwan Trade Tunnel project as one of the 5 major undersea tunnel projects to be considered in the next 20 to 30 years. And this is because the proposed undersea tunnel of nearly 150 kilometers would be much longer than existing tunnels like the Xikan Tunnel, 23.3 kilometers, the Channel Tunnel at 37.9 kilometers, and the China-led Bohai Strait Tunnel at 90 kilometers. However, concerns have been raised in Taiwan about the potential military use of the tunnel by China. The project's feasibility is also questioned due to its high costs, unresolved technical issues, and lack of interest from Taiwanese authorities. Despite this, the Chinese State Council approved the project plans in July of 2013. We'll have to begin by discussing the main obstacle to the project's construction, the ongoing political tensions between China and the autonomous island. The Taiwanese government does not recognize the island as part of the One China policy, and many residents oppose reunification with the mainland. However, some experts suggest that China may proceed with the project unilaterally under its One China policy. Despite the excitement in mainland China, there is a noticeable lack of interest from Taiwan. Analysts argue that this could make completing the project difficult, especially given the recent increase in tensions across the Taiwan Strait. Since Tsai Ing-wen became president 2 years ago, China has intensified its diplomatic and military pressure on Taiwan. One potential issue with the project is the scientists' plan involving building 2 artificial islands in the middle of the strait to house an air treatment station that would supply clean air to the tunnel. This requirement may worsen the existing conflict between Beijing and the southern ruling party of the island. Moreover, since most Taiwanese who work or do business on the mainland travel by plane, convincing people to use the tunnel train may initially be tough. Freight train travel through an underwater tunnel is likely to be more expensive than shipping goods. Additionally, although the tunnel train connecting cities on the mainland and Taiwan would be faster than boats, it would still be slower than planes. However, this project also has potential benefits, particularly regarding the socio-economic development of the region surrounding the Taiwan Strait. Firstly, the socio-economic growth of both sides of the Taiwan Strait is crucial for constructing the tunnel. Sustainable economic growth beyond current levels is necessary for both mainland China and Taiwan. Once operational, the tunnel will stimulate significant demand on both sides of the Taiwan Strait and the surrounding areas, leading to sustained economic growth. Furthermore, the tunnel will greatly increase transportation capacity, impacting economic development and strengthening trade ties between both sides of the strait. It will facilitate increased personnel exchange and create new traffic patterns, improving overall transportation structures. However, the project will be complex and face challenges in design, construction, and operation. Despite these challenges, however, the Taiwan Strait Tunnel project's socio-economic benefits make it a worthwhile endeavor for the Chinese government to invest in. Check out another one of our videos and subscribe for more astonishing builds.